Let's go on a video game fishing tour. I'm Ravvy of RavvyPlaysGames, and I'll be your tour guide today. Our first stop is the game that inspired this tour, New World MMO from Amazon Games. New World is currently running its annual Medley Fair event, which is heavily centered around the fishing skill in the game. This inspired me to think about how fishing works in various games that I play. In New World, players cast their line into hot spots or open water. Bait is optional and gives chances at fish that are bigger or more rare. Once a fish bites the hook, the player must reel in the line by holding and releasing the mouse button based on the line tension meter. Reeling in the line in the wrong moment can result in the line breaking. Our next stop is Palia, a cozy sim MMO from Singularity 6. Players cast in hot spots or open water and have to be careful not to snap their line, but the mechanic adds a layer of complexity compared to New World. In Palia, the fish will move from side to side and players must keep it centered in a reticle by following the side-to-side motion with their mouse. If the fish is not centered, reeling in will build tension in the line and it may break. Recentering the reticle over the fish before resuming reeling in will avert line breaks. For a completely different fishing experience, head to Roots of Pacha, where you don't use a fishing pole. This Stone Age farming and life sim has you wading into the water with your hand axe equipped. Sneak up on the fish carefully, traveling in their wake. Don't let them spot you, or you will scare them away. Once you successfully sneak close enough, you can grab the fish with your hands. I'd venture to say this is the most unique fishing stop on our tour today. Let's head over to another farming sim, Farm Together. The fishing mechanic in this game is very simple. A mouse click consumes an available cast in a fishing plot. Each plot holds a specific type of fish and will be available to fish again based on the cooldown timer of that fish. The fun thing about fishing in this game is that you can visit other players' farms and do activities to gain an XP buff for yourself. I really enjoy seeing the various ways other players have set up their fishing plots. Let's head over to Disney Dreamlight Valley, where players can fish in a variety of biomes. These include a beach, a swamp, a meadow, and even a nearly frozen mountain stream. Similar to other games, players can cast in hotspots or open water. Depending on the cast location, players will have to click each time a shrinking circle reaches a smaller target circle. Clicking at the wrong time will require the player to start over. A quick visit to Castaway Paradise leads to a pretty basic fishing mechanic. Players can cast their line near a fish and can add bait for better luck in getting the fish to bite. Once that fish is on the line, a single keystroke will reel it in. Another simple fishing experience resides in the pleasant pixel art town building game Littlewood. The only real trick in Littlewood is making sure to cast in the right spot. Players need to be at least 2 tiles away from the fish so that it has room to swim over to the bobber. Once the bobber sinks, it's time to reel it in. Casting right on top of a fish or trying to reel in too early will cause the fish to vanish. The last stop on our fishing tour today is Coral Island from Castaway Games. This is a farm sim game set on an island surrounded by coral reefs. Fishing is available inland or out on the beaches. Players hold down the right mouse button to fill their casting bar and can release at any point. Once a fish bites, the player must hold or tap the left mouse button, keeping an eye on that line tension and making sure not to snap their line. There you have it, folks. Our video game fishing tour of 8 different games with 8 different fish skill mechanics. Which video game has your favorite fishing mechanics? Please let me know in the comments about your favorite game for fishing. I am always grateful for recommendations of new games to try. If you had a great time on this tour, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. It's free for you and it helps me keep sharing games that I enjoy. Thanks for coming along on this video game fishing tour with Ravvy of RavvyPlaysGames. See you again soon!